Tonight, News 15 looks into the abrupt shutdown of critical hurricane forecasting data by the federal government.
By the end of July, we've learned the Pentagon will no longer share satellite information that tracks the rapid intensification of hurricanes. The 3 satellites are critical tools that experts tell us provide key real-time information for meteorologists that can't be gathered from other satellites or radar. The imagery gives the National Hurricane Center unique insight about storm structure and offers the best ideas about how quickly a storm is intensifying. That is of a major consequence, especially at night or when Hurricane Hunter aircraft are not flying. We spoke with the head of the Geosciences Department at the University of Arizona. She's an expert on these satellites. She says those of us who live along the Gulf Coast risk not getting vital information needed to properly prepare for storms in the middle of hurricane season.
We need to know not just the track, but what kind of power is behind it in that water vapor data. So I have a lot of colleagues, both at the National Weather Service and amongst all of us weather climate prediction folk, who are deeply concerned that Mother Nature isn't going to hold off just because we didn't feel like looking.
Tonight, the Trump administration is not offering any explanation for this unexplained move to end over 5 decades of satellite data sharing that, again, experts say is crucial to keeping us safe during hurricane season. And for added perspective on the impact of this shutdown on hurricane forecasting, let's bring in Storm Track 15 Chief Meteorologist Dan Romano.
Dan, the loss of the satellite data could potentially be life-threatening, specifically here along the Gulf Coast.
Yeah, first and foremost, let's take a look at the uses of this satellite microwave data. Now, first and foremost, it gives us a better vantage point inside storms, especially ones that are well out to sea where hurricane hunters can't quite reach. So we look at the cloud tops through infrared and visible satellite imagery, and we also throw radio sondes, basically sondes from hurricane hunters through storms. But when that doesn't occur, we also like to look under the hood of hurricanes, and that's what this microwave data does. It also gives us a look at changes with the eye and the eye wall, a better perspective of strengthening, particularly rapid intensification, as well as weakening. And it also is useful in pinpointing the center of storms that are just beginning to develop. So with that, it's an important tool for initializing storm tracks as well as forecasts, not only of intensity, but where a storm could go. Now, the loss of this satellite microwave data is from 3 out of the 6 satellites that we're looking at. So basically, we would need a storm to slide underneath one of those satellites to get a better perspective. Now, the Department of Defense still receives that data. The thing is that they're not sharing it with meteorologists, which is very unfortunate. And it does look like, as of right now, the satellites wouldn't be shut off until July 31st. Obviously, we're keeping a close eye on this, not only from the news side of things, but from the meteorological side of things, and we'll continue to provide updates as they become available.